Hey, Jake. Hey, this is Wes Craven.
Hi, Mr. Craven.
How you doing?
Really well. It is an honor to get to talk with you, man.
And you can hear that whole conversation at the first link in the dubes today. Many of you may have seen that on Twitter on Friday or on Facebook. It was amazing. We won the competition with Jack, which is more than I was hoping for. What did we win? I got to talk to Wes Craven. And that's more than enough. More than enough for me. Also, okay, I know I've been talking about this a lot. This whole thing, the Wes Craven thing, the making the horror short thing. I can move on, alright? This thing is played out to its conclusion, and thank you for listening to me go on about this because it's been a fantastic experience for me. I talked about that on the Pops blog, about kind of industry feedback that I've been waiting for so long, and this kind of feels like that. But also, he described people's films in this interview here. And one thing he did was he described Jack, which is something that we made. Especially for any horror things that we do in the future, I think it would have particular significance to be able to say Wes Craven has previously called the director's work.
I thought it was slick in the best sense of the word, very well conceived, very, very powerful and unsettling.
That's us. So that's me and Eliza and Ryan and Carlin and Sean. Toward the end of the interview, this happened.
I do a web series with my friends about people with superpowers.
The Pops.
Yeah, Pops. The Placina Power Squadron, absolutely.
Right. I want a t-shirt.
I will send you one.
As soon as payday happens, I need to send a t-shirt to Wes Craven. This is not the last we will hear of Jack. I've actually submitted it to another competition, but we'll address that later on. Pops has been going swimmingly. I have been sitting here putting together a scene that I've been particularly worried about. It's got a lot of emotional beats that I think were particularly tricky, and we shot it on oh God, it was cold. It was so cold, and people were so sick, and it was just a nightmare shoot. So at the end of the night, I knew we had gotten all the parts, but everyone was so miserable that I wondered how it would cut all together, I didn't know if we were going to have to end up doing a reshoot or anything, and I finally put that scene together, and it is awesome. It is awesome. Despite everyone's discomfort, maybe because of everyone's discomfort, because it is an uncomfortable scene, so maybe forcing people to be miserably sick and out in the miserable cold for hours helped contribute to that scene. I wouldn't do it again, even if that is the case. I say we wouldn't do it again, but we always end up shooting in the freezing cold no matter what. Good times, guys. Should I ask a question? In listening to my interview with Wes Craven and Kurt Anderson, I was obviously very excited. I was fanboying at Wes Craven. At the end of those things, you always think, man, I wish I sounded a little bit cooler than that. But then I was thinking about enthusiasm. My favorite time anybody's ever come up to me about Pops, I was standing in line at a movie theater at a midnight screening, and this dude did a drive-by. He just came up and he went, "No way! Yeah, man, your show is great! How's episode 5 coming? Awesome! Awesome!" And then he, left. It was a lot of enthusiasm. It was just great. I think it's always nicer when someone comes up to you with a lot of enthusiasm, and I'm hoping that, my enthusiasm clearly came through. My question to you is this. Have you ever met somebody that you were super excited to meet, and how did you feel about the interaction afterward? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Listen to that interview if you want to. Hope you guys have a good week. I'm going to go back to working on the show that you subscribed for. That's the Pops logo. So is this. Hope you guys have a good one.